You said the wives are in the library? Bro, you know how long I haven't gone to a library for? It's been years upon years that I've gone to a library. Metro Boomin wants some more. You said who even goes to libraries? I mean, some people go to libraries because to study. To study shit. Come on, man, didn't you play Persona? We all go to the library to study. You said, do you think audiobooks counts as reading then? In a way, yes. Because audiobooks are still like you hearing what's happening in the book, so technically it's still reading. Not really reading, but it's like you're hearing. It's like you're being read a bedtime story. So technically it's still like you're absorbing the information of said book. So technically you could say in a way you are reading it, but you're not reading it, if that makes any sense. You're still reading it, but it's not reading it. It's a book. There's a difference between listening and actually reading. True, but if you're retaining the same information, it's like if I read Once Upon a Time, Little Red Riding Hood had a red hood. If I read that and heard that, I'm still receiving the same information.
So now what's the problem?
Then would you count a visual novel as reading a book? Yes. Hold on. Wait a minute. Where did this discussion come from? Of course. Yes. If you're reading a visual novel, that is like reading a book. You know how much I was reading in Doki Doki Literature Club? I legit read a book in that bitch. You know how much reading I had to do in Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, and you're gonna tell me that wasn't a book? Bitch, that was a book. Nah, you gonna tell me I didn't read? Nah, Paper Mario had me reading out my ass. That is a game. No, that is a book. That is a game and a book. Do you think manga is literature? Yes, because you still have to read. It's not just pictures. The pictures just brings the scenarios a bit more to life, but there is still stuff you gotta read. Like, have you ever read Death Note? Do you know how much text there was in a Death Note panel page? Bro, in Death Note, bro, this heater is going crazy right now. I think you guys probably hear it. I'm like, let me turn off the heater because the room is nice and warm, but
me playing Danganronpa 1 for the first time, trying to listen and understand the class trials while the info is flying across the screen with no pause.
Tell me, what did I do wrong? You said, look at the Hunter x Hunter Killua analyzing shit. Bro, the fact that people are saying that reading manga is not equivalent to almost reading a book is kind of cap. Yo, thank you for the Prime. For 36 fucking months. Thank you, Priman. Well, what's your name? What's your name? Maniac, thank you. JV Maniac, thank you. I appreciate it, baby. Manga is not equivalent to a book. Yes, it is. It's actually a book. Bro, how you gonna tell me this? A manga is literally a book. I can't believe that there's people in the chat saying a manga is not a book. It's literally a book. You're reading. You're still reading shit. But manga has pictures in it. That don't mean shit. Just because it has pictures in it, you're gonna like disqualify it from being a book? Captain Underpants had little pictures in them shits, and remember how back in the day, every kid used to be like, yo, I read a lot of books. What do you read? Captain Underpants. I read a lot of Captain Underpants books. I'm like, all your fucking books had little fucking comic strips in it, and y'all counted those as books. Light novels are hella books. Manga is literature. Hey, man. Hey, man, if it helps you sleep at night. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Retro, so what you're saying is that if you can read it, it's a book. Yes. So is Dr. Seuss not a book? It's a book! There are obvious levels to books, though. You got to take into consideration that. There are levels to books. There are some books that you don't have to read a lot, but there's still some literature in it. A book is a book.
Y'all all stupid. It's not about if it's a book or not, it's about the level of knowledge needed.
Yes.
If y'all wanna flex finishing one of those Who Is X books over something like Dr. Stone, then go ahead.
Is Dragon Ball Z a book? Bro, if there's a manga for it, then it's a book. Yes. You guys are wilding right now. Is Splatoon a book? I mean, technically. Oh my god, I hate y'all. So now y'all just gonna say any game that has text in it is considered as a book. You know what? You know what? You know what? Splatoon is a book. You know why? Because there's no voice acting. I don't understand. I don't understand that shit. So any text that pops up is a book. It's a fucking book. Pokemon is a book. Oh, Pokemon definitely is a book. That shit got zero voice acting. Zero voice acting. I still get secondhand embarrassment from Sword and Shield when Marnie's dookie ass brother was on that mic on some. I can't watch that scene with somebody. I get secondhand embarrassment from looking at that scene. Like, all you see is the text bubbles with like emphasis, and motherfuckers is like, oh, this shit looks sus. I can't. I can't even watch that shit, bro. It's embarrassing. Retro sucking an invisible dick. Oh!
They are books with no words on it. As long a cover with pages in it, then it's a book.
And you know what's crazy, chat? To even make this conversation crazier, the community tab is technically us reading. So is the community tab a book? In a way it is.